It's me, OGDuffy. Quite excited today because I've not done one of these in an age, and it's the £20 CEX challenge. For those that have never seen this before, it's quite simple. I go into a branch of CEX. Today we are going to Canterbury in Kent. Do like Canterbury, good place for beers. And I have some rules that I set myself. The rules are simple. I can't buy any games that I already own. Number 2, I can't go over the budget of £20. And number 3, no sports titles unless it's a boxing game. I do like me a boxing game. So they're the 3 rules I have to do by. Then at the end of this video, I'm going to go through CEX now, show you the CEX shopping and stuff, look at some interesting items and stuff. And then at the end, I'll show you the items I picked up, and I will take the last 3 sold listings on eBay and we'll work out the average price. This is all very tongue-in-cheek, it's just for a bit of fun, and we'll work out what sort of profit I could earn, if any at all, or what I've lost. Because believe me, I can lose as well. It's just for fun, it's just a way of me building my collection up, but very tongue-in-cheek. Anyway, off to Canterbury we go. Wish me luck, guys. Stay till the end. Let's see if we can do this.
Firstly, the retro cabinet that we always start with, really, you know. Interesting to see some more modern sort of titles in the glass cabinet, namely PS3. Dragon's Crown there, £22. Played that recently, thoroughly enjoyable, along with Lollipop Chainsaw there. Still £40 that's holding its value at. Lollipop Chainsaw, interesting title. Time for a refreshment break, my first of the day. Went in the Shakespeare, very nice too. We continue in here, again in the glass cabinet, and some DS games there. Always interesting to see what's in these cabinets. You never quite know what they're going to throw up for you, you know. And then there's this Switch here, a Monster Hunter variant, very nice. Not too many Master System games here, but this F-16 fighter on the Mega card. Now, they were great, weren't they? I loved them. I mean, they were very similar to what the PC Engine did. Great little credit card format to put your games on instead of the big cartridges. But unfortunately, never quite took off. But yeah, it was a joy to see one of them in the wild again like that. Nice. Now, these CEX challenges are thirsty work, so I had to stop for another pint. This one's in the Lady Luck. Great pub. Now the PlayStation 2 section. Previously, when I've done these sort of challenges in the past, I've always found the PS2's not done too bad for me on the whole, so always worth checking out. You can get several 50p titles and 75p titles with the PS2, so if you've got a bit of a filler, great way of doing it. Interesting titles. High School Musical there for a total of 50p. I am safely saying there's no spoilers here, but I did not buy High School Musical, alright? I did not buy it. The classic Lemmings there needs no introduction anywhere, that one. But a good range. Several copies of Manhunt in here I found. Not all bunched together, but there we go. £10 for Manhunt on the PS2, quite a controversial title for its time. I do remember playing it, and I think it was on the Xbox I played that, the original Xbox. I seem to remember putting a bag over someone's head to kill them. Very pleasant. Copy of Rocky there on the PlayStation 2. Last time I was in a CEX, I actually picked that title up, and when I went to pay, they could not find the disc, so obviously I walked away without it. Did I pick it up today? You'll have to wait till the end. Take a look at the very end where we'll see if I could flip any of these for a small profit or a large profit. Who knows? But again, at the very end, we'll go through them all, guys. Now, if you see anything on the shelves that I miss, shout them out in the comments, i.e. any good buys or decent games that you see that maybe I should have got. So always some interesting titles. Urban Chaos, £4. Know nothing about that. You guys? A small range of Xbox original games here. Now that House of the Dead cover, it's a really good cover. I really like the cover work on that. The artwork I think is really good. Not too badly priced these, I don't think, for original Xbox games. They all seem sort of fairly decent condition. I remember I did own the original Xbox when it first came out, and I remember hooking it up live as well, going on the internet to play live games. It was pretty amazing for the time. PC-ROM games here for your computer. I generally always look past the PC CD-ROMs. I never buy them, I just don't. A nice range in here of DS and 3DS titles. Still a very, very good handheld system, and some great cracking little titles on this platform. There really, really are. Not too badly priced either, I don't think. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's a few heavy hitters on both of these systems, the DS and the 3DS. But all in all, I mean, like Puzzle Bobble Universe there, look, a fiver, you know. Monkey Ball, now that was a classic as well, wasn't it? Oh, great, great games. Happy days. And the DS titles here, Advance Wars, Dark Conflict. I looked at this. I remember playing the first Advance War games when it came out on the DS. And I have to say, I have really, really fond memories of it. So this was appealing to me. But at £15, doing the £20 challenge, nah, I passed up on it, okay? Obviously, I will tell you at the end what I did pick up. Looked at that because I thought it said Galaxian, but it didn't. It was Galaxies. So I had to look at the side of that. The sticker was holding it up for me. But I do like the way they package these games here. I mean, this was £1, right? Never heard of it, but it was quite a nice little cover, so I picked it up and looked at it. You just never know, do you? I mean, the DS, I think they're packaged nicely, as are the 3DS. Again, this looked pucker, look, £8 that. Heroes of Mana. Do you guys know anything about that at all? It looks a really interesting sort of RPG game, you know. And for £8, you can't really go wrong with that. The one down there, Jam with the stars, 50p. DS title for 50p. Would cost me more in a charity shop, I guarantee, honestly. I've got a video coming up actually, I'm hoping to have it done for next week, all about charity shops, and I'm comparing the prices with footage that I've taken from charity shops. Now, reprinted cover here, cover reprinted on that, look. Now, do they affect the price or not? So I'd be interested to know, does Pokemon Link cost £8 normally in CEX? And that's got a reprinted cover, so you'd think or expect it to be less, wouldn't you? I don't know how they do their pricing. If you know, let me know in the comments, please. Be interested to know that one. Another reprinted cover there, look. All three of them had reprinted covers. Dodgy as, mate, dodgy. And when I was in the Lady Luck, I had to have 2 pints in there. I like it in there so much. A pint of Camden Hills Lager. Very nice. And of course, I had to look at the Nintendo Wii U section. Unfortunately, there was no games here that I don't have in the collection, so a little bit disappointing for me. And I didn't pick any of these up for the £20 challenge either. As you know, I'm going for the full Wii U PAL set. I'm about 100 titles in so far, so 60 odd to go. A nice range of GameCube games here though, and it's something I'm noticing in the last few CEX shops I've been to now. I'm noticing that they're getting GameCube games in, or seem to have quite a few. So it's one of them systems, it seems to be sort of not making a resurgence, but maybe people are not collecting for it as much now as they were, and are selling it on. I mean, that Rocky there was £3, the same price as the PS2 one. Wii titles, again, I do think there's some great titles on this system, especially like the shooting games, you know, where you can use sort of the light gun on. I know it's not a proper light gun, but it still works really well. So I always look at the Wii titles and do pick up the odd title. They're worth a look every time I'm in a CEX. So don't look past this system, people. This pint is in £1, but unfortunately the camera lady messed it up. So we didn't get a shot of me drinking in that one. But back in CEX, and we're looking at the Wii titles again. As I said, if you spot anything, guys, that you think, you know what, that was a good title for that price or whatever, do shout them out in the comments so I can look out for them in future, you know, because you guys know your games really well. Secret of the Rings, now a £5. I do remember when that was about £8. Red Steel, 50p. That was one of the early titles that you'd use the Wii U controller for. It's quite unique for that. Now this is interesting. Let's take a look at this now, okay? That Wii Sports there in the cardboard cover, £8. Now I can remember not so long ago they were going for silly money in CEX. They've dropped right off, and Rightly so, because my god, the market must have been flooded with them, because one come with every console sold. Angry Birds Trilogy. I want this for the Wii U, but I haven't been able to get hold of it. I ordered it on CEX online, but it never come through. They cancelled the order. So I'll keep my eyes out for that one. No manual in that one though, which is a shame. Finally, of course, I find myself at the PS3 section. I do love the PS3, and I keep banging on and on and on about how great the system still looks to this day. And these games are just an absolutely amazing price. It's such a good, great value console, it really is. So do jump on board with the PS3. I know it's not completely retro, but hey, do it. And finally, of course, a pint of beer before I get back on the train. Now, Canterbury's great for game hunting and drinking. If you find yourself there, enjoy. I do.
Now let's take a look and see the results of this CEX £20 challenge. Now just a quick recap of the rules. Obviously the 3 rules are simple. No titles that I already own. No doubles is rule number 1. Rule number 2 is stay within budget. £20 or under, do not go over. And rule number 3 is no sports titles unless it's a boxing game. That's why I put this on. I thought it was very apt, you know. I thought it was quite good. But anyway, guys, so how did we do? What I'm going to do, I'm going to show you my pickups, the games I've got and I did stay within budget. I can confirm I was within budget. And then up there, I will be showing you the price of the 3 eBay listings, last 3 sold eBay listings, and their combined price, dividing it by 3 to come up with that figure. All right, for each title. So, have I earned, have I lost? Again, always a bit tongue-in-cheek this, always just for a bit of fun, just helps me build my collection, and it's a bit of good fun for you guys as well. And it's great as well for identifying any potential big fat games that are starting to sort of get a bit of momentum that maybe we should be adding to our collection. Well, the beer of the day is, as you guys saw, I've got plenty of beers in Canterbury. It was a bloody good day out, it really was. Anyway, today's beer is Kozel. I have no idea. I bought this in a European supermarket. They've got a really good beer range, all different beers. But it's got a goat on it with a pint of beer. Now, I love goats, and obviously I love me beer. So let's give this a go. It's not particularly strong, this one. It's a 3.8, I think. Give it a good pour for you guys. Here we go. Oh, it's quite a dark beer, actually. Looking at that. This is a bitter. It's quite a dark beer. Look at that. Oh, bit of a head on it. Oh, that's very dark. Very, very dark. I'm more a lager man. This is doesn't smell bittery. It's a bitter. That's actually quite nice. Got undertones of almost coffee. Kozel. Anyway, enough of the beer. I'm in my pickups. Prices will be going up there. Okay, so I'm going to do it by system. So I picked up some PS3 titles. I can tell you I stayed within budget. The first title was this, Fallout New Vegas. Total of £2.50, that one. £2.50 for Fallout New Vegas. Really nice condition, this. Really pleased with it. All of them come with instruction manuals. So, that's the average eBay price for this. Going up there. Ka-ching. We'll discuss the prices at the end. We'll do an overview, okay? So there was that one. Next one, also a PS3 title. £4 this one. £4. And it is Sniper Elite V2. Sniper Elite V2. Again, really good condition. All the games I picked up all have manuals, alright? I don't want to evidence every one of them to you like this, but yeah. All manuals. So I've played one of these before and I really enjoyed it. I don't think this is the one though. Because it does that sort of the slow mode, doesn't it? And it shows the bullet going through the heart and stuff. Very cleverly done. I used to be one of them guys that used to camp on COD in the early days. I'm still no bloody good at it though. Right, next up, some PS2 titles. Destroy All Humans 2, £3.50 that one. £3.50 for Destroy All Humans 2. Now, I love the movie Mars Attacks. So this looks very tongue-in-cheek, a bit like this, what we're doing today. And it looks like you're going around zapping humanity. What's not to love with that one, eh? So Destroy All Humans 2. That's the eBay price going up there. The average on eBay for the last 3 UK sales. Just one point to make as well with them. Some of them include P&P, some of them don't in their prices, okay? So that's what I'm saying. It's very tongue-in-cheek, it really is. Another PS2 game, and this was £5, this one. £5, and it is Lemmings on the PS2. Lemmings on the PS2. £5 whole. Looks interesting. Looks like a graphic upgrade from the original, really. Never played it on the PS2, so it's going to be an interesting game, and I will give this one a play. Because all these games I pick up, they're not being sold. Them eBay prices are just for a bit of fun. So we can discuss and look at the state of the second-hand market. And only one more game to go, guys. And I did stay within budget. I spent a total of £19.50. And I finish up with a Wii title, a Wii game. Now, as you can see there, this one was a total of £4, this one. And this is Mortal Kombat Armageddon. Mortal Kombat Armageddon. Now, I'd never heard of this. I mean, you know, I'm not a huge Mortal Kombat fan. I remember the original arcades and stuff, but I was more a Street Fighter sort of fella, you know. So I thought for £4, I'll give it a spin out. And this game I've not really seen before, title-wise. So that's the eBay price going up there. Now, we will do a quick summary of all the prices and stuff. I've got them all written down, so let me grab my book. Let's get that summary going. So to summarise, let's look at them numbers there. It shows you all we need to know. Okay, I'm just going to refer to my notepad because I made some notes. What was interesting was I don't think PS3 titles are going up yet. I don't think they're starting to. I mean, some of the titles are, like Alice and things like that. They're sort of levelling out, and they're still more expensive to buy. But these cheaper titles, the cheaper lower end titles, are still cheap as chips. And I am buying PS3 games left, right, and centre when I do. When I go into a CEX, I'm going through and I'm picking up, and I'm actually playing them, and they are really, really good games. You must jump on with the PS3. You really must. I know it's not completely retro, but hey, it can't be far off it, can it? You know what I mean? It's going to turn soon, and when it does, you'll be pleased you got them games nice and early. I certainly am. Then, obviously, the PS2 games were the next ones in value. But then, interestingly, that Wii title, the Armageddon Mortal Kombat, £4, you're doubling your money on that, more than doubling your money on that one. And I think it's a good title to get because it's not a common title. It's not one I was aware of. I just saw it on the shelf, looked at it, had the book, had instructions and that. I thought, I'll pick that one up. That'll be a nice in the challenge. So, I think I've passed today's challenge. I stayed within budget. I didn't get any sports titles. I'm always frightened of picking a FIFA game up. And to be honest, I spent £19.50, okay? eBay prices on these, the averages on the last 3 sold listings, £33.68, which would have been a profit of £14.18, which equates to 42.1%. So all in all, I think it's a win. But guys, comments, let me know your thoughts, please. Okay, and what other titles do you think are bubbling that are ready to go that way? So we can jump on board together and I can let other people know. Anyway, guys, if you don't already do so, hit that subscribe button. And those that are already do subscribe, I thank you very much for sticking with me and supporting me and liking and doing everything you do. So let me have your comments, guys. What do you think? CEX for flips? Yay or nay? Anyway, I've been OGDuffy. You guys are awesome. And this is a Cozell beer. Different, I know. But laters and cheers.